Placebo a Rai Music. Ecco, dico subito Rai perché entro nella parte inglese. Hi, welcome in Italy.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm okay. You know, I'm still awake. You know,
That's good.
been drinking energy drinks. You know, we go on stage at midnight. You know, so yeah.
Almost at midnight. And how long is your last time here in Italy?
Oh, good question. Probably about 2 years, I think.
A couple of years, more or less. Yeah.
Our last tour.
Now you arrived at your sixth album. Yeah, very different from the formers. Yeah.
Well, yes, absolutely. We wanted to do something very different. You know, I think with a little bit of distance, we thought that the last album was very, very a true representation of what was going on in our lives at the time, but that it was really, really dark, you know, and it didn't have very much hope. And we wanted to do something this time which had more hope and more color, and it was a little bit more optimistic.
So you are more optimistic right now?
Yes, yeah, much more than I was then. So yeah, you know, it's you know, albums are reflections of where you are psychologically and emotionally when you make them. So you know, things are getting better, I think.
You know what I was thinking is that it's really weird that this optimism comes in a moment the world isn't going that good.
Well, you know, I personally, I don't find it that strange, because it's at times of crisis that you need to believe in the future, and you need to believe, you know, in a better future. But, you know, this crisis that we're sort of experiencing is I think is very, very symptomatic of the materialistic society in which we live. I mean, you know, I've never bought anything with money that I didn't have. You know, I've been homeless. You know, I've been unemployed. I've lived with nothing. You know, and so I don't understand this whole culture of like, I want this car and I want this and I want this TV and I want this and I want this and I want this, and basically I'll buy it with money I don't have. I've never been in debt in my life, you know.
Still now, I mean, that you have money, I mean, you know, you have a good life, I guess, more than many other people.
It's better, you know, but I have to work really, really hard for 15 years, you know, to kind of do it, you know. So, you know, nothing really, there's no such thing as a free lunch, you know. I think as people are experiencing right now, you know, and I hope that it makes people realize that, you know, you don't need all of this stuff, you know. What you need is peace of mind and, you know, peace, love, and understanding.
And you're still on the road to happiness. I mean, it's not that easy to get there. You have to fight for the sun, as you say.
You know, the Chinese philosopher Confucius said every important journey begins with a single step. You know, and that's what interests me, and particularly with the last album. Everybody who is all the people who live in the songs of Battle for the Sun, they're on some kind of journey. You know, it's not very interesting to me where they start or where they end up. It's the journey itself, which is I think the most interesting thing, and the struggle that they have to try and, you know, improve or fulfill their full potential, or, you know, become the person that they really deserve to be. And I think that's a lot of what the new record is about.
I have to say that personally, I really like very much this album. I like your being more optimistic and more positive.
I mean, a lot of people are really pissed off. You know, they're really pissed off. But you know, I mean, give me a break, guys. You know, okay, it's got the album title has the word sun in it, all right, but it also has the word battle in it. You know, which suggests some kind of struggle, some kind of fight, some kind of conflict. You know, so it's not all flowers in our hair and
there is an eclipse on the cover, so is the sun fighting to come back?
To come out, you know, to sort of break out of the darkness, you know, and it's very, very real, I think, in terms of who we are as people and what we're trying to do with our lives, you know.
But I think I'm seeing that lots of people really liked it. I mean, it's your best result in years, probably, because you get the top 10 in England.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, yes, yeah, we got top 10 in England. We're top 10 in Italy. We've been top 10 all around the world with this record. I mean, it means that people are understanding it. I think this album's predecessor was quite difficult to access, because it was very claustrophobic and very, suffocating in atmosphere. And this one is much more open, I think, and much more human. And I think that people are finding it much more accessible emotionally, not necessarily musically, but, on an emotional level. And that's what we do, we're trying to, touch people's hearts. We're trying to communicate emotion.
This emotion comes after big changes for Placebo. First of all, the new lineup. I mean, yeah, you have the new drummer, Steve. You just want Steve drummers, or maybe a John could be good.
Well, we just wanted the best guy for the job, and we thought he was the best guy for the job, and it's turning out that we were probably right, so it's not really his fault,
It's curious and very nice.
Yeah, coincidental, but quite ironic,
Life is a chain of coincidence.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
And he's very, very young, just 21 or 22. Yeah, how was for him just putting there into the big deal with Placebo? I mean,
well, I think a lot of other people would have kind of crumbled under the weight of the pressure, and a lot of people would have just gone, oh, this is too much, and that's what separates the men from the boys, it's the people who are supposed to be doing what we're doing, they want it so bad that no matter how in the deep end you put them, they can rise to the occasion. And that's one of the fantastic things about Steve Forrest, is that whatever challenge we have set him, he has always risen to the occasion, And, I think that means is one of the things, that's going to make him very separate from a lot of wannabes. I think, which is why he's, destined to have a long career.
And was it difficult to say goodbye to Steve Hewitt? I mean, you shared lots of experience together.
No, it wasn't difficult. No, it wasn't. It was probably more difficult for him than it was for me, but our relationship had disintegrated, and we were not good for each other anymore after a long friendship, and sometimes that happens. It's like a marriage, you have to get.
It's good to be aware of it.
You have to get sometimes, you have to just be very realistic and go, hey, this is the end of our relationship, man.
Are you happy of your life right now?
Happier,
Yes.
Happier. That's all I want to look for. Is just trying to be happier than I was yesterday.
You do the things you did before. I mean, there was a period. Maybe sometimes you said maybe I wouldn't have said that kind of things.
Well, I think there's a lot of naivete at the beginning of your career, and also a lot of bravado at the beginning of your career, And it's okay, but, now I just want to really just kind of just try and be as real as possible, and just try and be as honest as possible, so, and as civilized as possible.
What about your acting? No?
There is no acting career for me,
In one moment in your life, you did like it.
Yes, but I find this so much more rewarding and so much more immediate being in a band. When you make a movie, it's very much like being in a really, really long video shoot, and it's really quite boring.
Much more funny and yes. To be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a last question, Brian. What is life worth to be lived for?
Children, I think, really. Yeah.
Best answer possible. Thank you very much. I agree completely with you.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Bye.
All the best.
You too.